Okay. Oh, baby. Oh, mine. Oh, baby. What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We are here at another one. Beep, 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 beep. And very interesting times we live in, y'all. Very interesting times. It's like so many different people exist. So it's hard to really state that something should occur one way. Like, it's just like, damn, like, you know what? You might be right. You might be on to something. And I feel like everybody is needed. Everybody in their way is needed in their way. Like, there's some things that people wouldn't mind doing that I would mind. I don't want to do that, but you do your thing. Thank you so much. Like, there's so many different types of people out here. Definitely necessary, definitely needed. We need everybody in their own capacity, the way they want to come through. So yeah, welcome back to another episode of Present Not Perfect. I am your host, Mimi Jeanite. This week, this might trigger. This might be something where it's like, ugh. But I think we need to hear it, and it will give us a lot more validation, which I think a lot of us, that's all we're really wanting within these moments of this. So let's just get into it before I'm speaking in nuance the whole time. I believe a lot of you guys that watch my series here are above the age of 18. And considering the fact that we have been on this planet doing the things for longer than 15 years, we understand that there's some things that we have wrong. There's something that we want to fix. There's something that's within our ways of moving, within our ways of living, that we need to alter a little bit because of what we picked up within our childhood. We always felt like we needed to do something to please another person because that's the way we were raised. Like, in order to make our parents happy, we needed to do something to make them happy. And it was like, we are responsible for the ways other people feel. So that's where all that people pleasing comes in, where it's like, okay, if you feel bad, I don't care what I'm feeling. I have to make you feel good in order for me to feel good. But that's one, selfish way of looking at things. Two, it is very demoralizing to ourselves. And you're being a narcissist to yourself. Might not like what I just said, but is the truth. Now, granted, it's not always our fault that we want to people please. We grew up in this way, that other people came before us, especially if they were our caretaker. And the secure type would let that person be responsible for their feeling, regardless of if they're in their presence or not. They would just be like, okay, trying to get that person to feel better for themselves. You're responsible for your emotions. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. You feel the way you feel because you feel the way you feel. Now, change the way you feel if you want to change the way you feel, but I'm not going to be sitting here trying to change the way you feel for you. For what? Definitely appreciate those beacons when I tell you, my gosh, we grow into these people that inadvertently just want to please because we used to feel good when we used to make people feel good. But it doesn't work like that anymore, not in our big age, because we leave ourselves out of the equation. And that's what's selfish. Let me explain. Let me go into this. When you focus on other people outside of yourself, who are you really helping? Who are you really helping? You're literally forgetting about who is important in the moment. You cannot make somebody responsible for how you feel, because essentially that's what's going on, is you're allowing somebody to be responsible for how you feel. Because if they don't feel something, it's affecting how you feel. Why? What they're feeling should not affect you. Why is what they're feeling affecting you so badly that you cannot focus on what you're feeling, that you have to focus on what they're feeling? That is selfish to you. That is selfish to your well-being. You cannot do that to you. So you don't matter? What is going on here? Let's be for real, right? Like, you have to let people do them in order for you to feel comfortable doing you. You cannot be responsible for everybody else outside of yourself. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work, because then you're always going to be on defense trying to make sure everybody's good. Where are you in that equation? Don't do that to yourself. No, we're not doing that. From this point on, after you're watching this, you're gonna always need to check yourself. How do I feel in this moment? Am I okay within this moment? Okay. Do I have enough to give to this person to try to help them find what can make them feel good? Not to do something that's going to please them. No, especially if you're in a relationship, you should not be putting your emotions responsibility on them. You're responsible for your happiness. You're responsible for any other feelings that you feel. You're responsible for it all. If you need them to help you through something, you can explain that. You can articulate that. Because if they're unhappy and you're unhappy, you have to fix your unhappiness first. It's not, oh, I'm gonna fix your unhappiness to make me happy. No, you know yourself. And if you're that type of person where you would try to influence somebody's emotions in a negative way, you're in the right space. Because now we get to go ahead and keep you accountable. Because what is that for? What are you really doing that for? You didn't receive what you needed when you were a child, most likely. So now you try to influence somebody, you try to manipulate somebody to give you what you want. But you need to give it to yourself first. Okay? Otherwise, how is anybody ever going to be able to please you? Because yes, I'm not going to say that pleasing somebody is not in any type of relationship. You want to please the person, whether it's somebody that's in your family, a friendship, or a romantic relationship. You're going to want to please the other person, especially if you feel like you're being fulfilled within that relationship. It's going to be something you want to reciprocate. However, if you didn't give yourself something or you didn't receive something when you were a child growing into the person that you are now, there is a void that you're still trying to fill that you have to fill. And it's not for you to make the other person feel guilty for it either. You have to work on that for yourself. So no more being selfish, no more being manipulative, no more being so vindictive. We're not doing that anymore. And now you're sitting here like really crashing out on yourself. Like you're really making yourself a smaller version of yourself. Why would you demoralize yourself to the point where you literally have made yourself so small you don't even count? I want you to think of this, right? Whenever we're looking for a reason outside of ourselves, we are telling ourselves that we are not enough. And it's really like pitiful to even think about right now. Like, if somebody feels bad toward you, or even if somebody feels good toward you and they just don't express that to you, and that feels like something that is missing within you, you're missing yourself. You've exited out of your own room so many times from when you were a child. Now you're still needing something that you didn't receive, and now it's your responsibility to give it to yourself, but you're still looking outside of yourself for others to give it to you. No. What is it that you're looking for other people to give you? I want you to ask yourself that. What are you looking for others to give to you? Is it validation? Is it praise? Is it motivation? What is it that you're looking for others to give to you? Then really be real with yourself and give it to yourself. Are you not enough for yourself to be able to give something to yourself? Okay, if you are enough, then it should be enough. Even if you don't receive it from someone else, it should be enough. Be like, yeah, I got me. Yeah, like I know what makes me happy. I know what I want to do that makes me happy. I know what it is that's going to fulfill me, and I'm going to move toward that regardless. I know me well enough to know that even if somebody comes in and they give me extra praise, I can take that and feed myself to be like, yeah, okay, I'm doing something right. Or if somebody comes in and they tell me, oh, I suck, I can take that and really kind of like assess that within my own morals and my own ways of seeing myself, instead of internalizing that and taking it personally. Like, oh yeah, you did great. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have never heard that in my life before. Thank you so much. Or, oh, you suck. And oh my gosh, I suck. I knew it. No. Who are you? What is it that you need from people? What is it that you are looking for from people? Give that to yourself. Stop playing games with your influence. Stop playing games with your actuality. Stop playing games with your bossness. Stop playing games with yourself. If people were actually meant to be the ones giving you whatever it is, and you were also supposed to be giving people that, oh yeah, give me that juice. Why do you feel like it always needs to be replenished? It always needs that extra oomph. It's because it's not that that. It needs to be balanced. You're not giving yourself enough. You are not giving yourself enough validation in order for you to feel like, okay, this person is okay, whether they say that I'm good or not. People pleasing is an epidemic, because when we continue to try to people please others, we forget ourselves, and then we end up being the people that need to be pleased. The cycle just continues to move into deformation, degradation, deterioration. What other D words do we need to put in here? Decrease. Like, it just doesn't work. You need to fuel yourself. Your parents, when they were growing you, your caregivers, your guardians, your people that you were being watched over, they should have implemented you with a lot of what word am I looking for here? Like, you're good within yourself. Like, you don't need anybody to validate you. You know you. You're intelligent. You're forthcoming. You're hilarious. You're a good person. Whatever they needed to feed you with, they didn't. Instead, you were giving it to them, but they didn't give it to you. And we always hear this, right? Oh, in my generation, when it's like the boomer generation, they did not emotionally give to their kids. So Gen X, our parents, they did not have that validation given to them. So they, in turn, looked through their kids to get that validation. And now we are going to continue that? Or no, absolutely not. We give ourselves the validation so we can give our kids validation, and they can then on know who they are within themselves. You don't need anybody to tell you exactly who you are once it's been embedded. But if you feel there's a void, that's because there is one. So you need to fill it with you. You're the one missing. Stop gaslighting yourself, trying to tell yourself that, oh, it's not me. Yes, it is you. You're gaslighting yourself. That's why I said it's literally you being a narcissist to yourself. You're being a bad person to yourself, trying to be a good person to other people. That is not fair. That is not fair. It has never been fair. And to think that you're going to continue this way would be super duper unfair. You still matter in this entire equation. I don't know what you like. You still matter. So to make it something where it's not people pleasing at all, it's literally you understanding where you stand within. I don't ignore myself. I don't ignore what I'm feeling. I'm really real with myself. I make sure that I know exactly what I want within a situation so that I'm not looking outside of myself for that. If I have to look at somebody to tell me that I'm doing a good job and I haven't told myself I'm doing a good job, it's not going to stay. It's not going to stay intact. You literally outsource all of it. You looking outside of yourself for a little bit of juice. Like, please, I need a little help. Please love me. Please. Don't forget yourself, bro. Don't forget that you are also here in this entire equation. And once you've figured out how to feed yourself and to give to yourself and to fill your own cup, then you go through pleasing others, because then you won't feel like you're missing something. It'll be like, oh, okay. Let me see what I can do for you. Let me see. I don't really, I'm going to make sure that I'm well within this entire whatever's going to happen. But I also know that you can come out of whatever it is that you're feeling. And it's good to ask mad questions to understand where that person's intention is. If they're literally out here trying to make you do something for them, to make them come out of whatever it is, and they don't even understand what they're feeling, there's a lot more work that they need to do, and you don't have to be responsible for that. At our big age, we are responsible for ourselves. And that's point blank, period. If you want to be responsible for another adult, do your thing. Let me know when you're drained, we can talk. You're not doing this for other people. You're doing this for yourself so that you can be of service for other people. You don't put yourself last. Not in these times. You come first. You come first. You sitting here trying to be something for somebody and you're feeling shitty inside. You sitting here really, really putting on a show, acting like you're good just because you want the person to feel good. What? That's what causes depression, because then you will always feel like nobody knows what you're going through because you didn't even hello. When you actually make yourself important to you, do you know what you will attract? The amount of abundance that you will bring into your life because you're not depleted anymore. You're no longer drained. from ignoring yourself, it will be like, wow, the sun is bright. I did not know this was actually a thing, that whatever it is that you needed from life would just come to you. You wouldn't have to sit here. No, please. You wouldn't have to. It would come to you just smooth, but because that's what life wants to do for you. It wants it to be easy for you. It wants it to be just like, yeah, we got you. No more ignoring yourself. And you have to understand that the more that you ignore you within whatever the situation is, you lose a part of yourself every single time. Because you keep telling yourself you're not as important as everybody else. So you lose your voice, you lose your self-advocacy, you lose being able to even say what's on your mind and how you feel. You don't know how you feel because everything you feel is based off of what everybody else is feeling. If everybody's happy, that's when you're happy. Nah, even if everybody's mad, you should still be happy. Regardless if they feel good or not, you should still feel good regardless. If that is actually your disposition, you should feel good. Nobody is responsible for anybody else. Your voice matters just as much as everybody else's. Your feelings matter just as much as everybody else's. If you have the space, then you move toward actually helping that person feel out of whatever their emotion is. If you're really emotionally aware of whatever you're feeling and you know that whatever that person's feeling is not going to influence you on how you want to feel for yourself in that moment, shit, go off. But that is the only way that actually makes a difference, is if you don't forget yourself. So we are here. Sorry I was yelling at you. I had to yell at myself too. But that's how we made it here. I don't forget me no more. If I can't, I won't. If I will, I do. Like, there's no in between. I matter. I matter. I cannot not matter if I want others to matter to me. I can't. I have to matter. I have to matter. And then I make that matter. I make it come into fruition. I allow my feelings to really just speak to me. I please others after I've been pleased. I find motivation within myself and take on the motivation that other people give me if they choose to. It's not like I need their validation. The way that I am able to just sit within a room and know exactly who I am within that room, even if there's so many other great people in the room, I feel good in my skin. Being real attracts so many things in your life. Being real with yourself attracts so many different things for you. The more you sleep on yourself, the more you people please, you start to get scared of who you are. You start to get scared of what you're actually able to accomplish. Let's be for real. You've been had the capability, because if it was a thought, if it was an idea that you came into, oh, definitely you are somebody that is capable of making that thing happen. You just need to remember that you matter too within this entire life of yours. Stop performing. Stop people pleasing. You matter. All right, I'm gonna stop talking y'all head off now. Go ahead and do all the things. Yes. Subscribe, like, comment, share. And know that it's all love. It's all love, you know. I'm wanting you guys to really open up to yourselves. Really understand who you guys are as people. Not dimming your light for anybody. Others have issues and we know this, but we need to fix ourselves so that we can help others come out of their issues, and so then they can help others come out of their issues, and the cycle continues, because the cycle been going the opposite way for a long time, where somebody's hurt and they're just going to keep hurting others, and then that person is hurt and then they're going to hurt others, and that person's hurt, and it's just, no, we're going to heal so then we can go ahead and help others heal, and then they help others heal. That's the cycle we're going to go into next. That's what we're moving toward. So if we on the same boat, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next episode. You've been watching Present Not Perfect. I'm your host, Mimi Jeanite. And till next week, y'all be safe out here.